Hey, welcome back to GP Reactions, and for all of those who've subscribed over the last month, thanks. It's great to have you aboard, and I'm really kind of looking forward to the weekend. I hope you guys are too. It's a beautiful sunny Friday afternoon out there at the moment, and I hope to get out there kind of real soon. But before I do that, I just want to kind of head back into 1982 again, and I'm going to be looking at the lyrics of and revisiting Irene Cara with a track called Fame. And this was from a popular television series. So the album that this was actually taken from was the soundtrack of the same television series. And the television series kind of started off in about 1980. And it was basically about a school for people who wanted to make it big in show business, singing, drama, dancing, producing, all of the things that you can imagine. One of them. So yeah, this was around about. It's entered the UK Top 40 on the 3rd of July, and I mean it's a huge hit. It was number one in the US, and it was number one in the UK as well. So it was very popular. And I'm thinking that it didn't do it any harm that it was actually from the biggest television program of 1982-81, maybe 1980 as well, which was Fame. So here we go, Irene Cara with Fame, and I'm going to see what I can learn from these lyrics. Hopefully, if there is anything. I take these things at face value when I first heard them. So as with a lot of the songs that I've been reacting to in the 1980s, I kind of found that there's a slightly different meaning or hidden meanings to these songs, which has kind of really excited me to carry on doing these revisits. So without further ado. I've got to be honest, I'm just looking at the shorts, the green shorts. Oh, okay. Just to pause it a second, this is clearly a mashup of. I believe this was one video. I remember this video, and I remember the other video as well. So there's definitely a mashup of two videos here, which is really cool because the other video kind of gets a bit irritating, and I'm probably looking at that other video as from an adult's perspective of, like, please do not dance on the bonnet of my car. It's going to cost me a paint job at least to kind of get your stupid scratchy marks off the roof of my car or my cab, and you're holding up all the traffic. Kids, hey, come rushing out of a building, start dancing all over the road. So that the other video that's mixed in, I think, was just a sort of a kind of a weird live performance, where Irene Cara is just basically hanging out in a New York city street, and with lots of strangely awkward people stood around her, probably watching her lip sync to this song. But the energy of his song is fabulous. Again, I mean, you wouldn't expect anything else from a song entitled Fame. Even a David Bowie one had quite a lot of energy to it. But this is pure dancing, jumping, and yeah, it's great. So I'm going to say out loud. I don't care if Irene Cara may be heralded from the School of Performing Arts. There's something about her voice. It touches something inside me, and it's so powerful, but there's so much emotion as well. I don't think she did very much. I mean, I know she sang "What a Feeling" from Flashdance. And she had another minor hit, but it's just her voice. I'm sure people kind of rate her voice, so I'm not going to say that she's underrated, but clearly with a voice like that, she must have been underused. I really want to kind of find out if she did anything else. I mean, just to know that maybe she performed on Broadway or something would be enough to satisfy that, she got, she made full use of her abilities. But yeah, it kind of touched me there. It touches me there, the voice does. You have to question her shorts there. But if I ever attempted something like that, you'd probably need a chiropractor. So it was Irene Cara with Fame, and although it says 1980, it was in fact 1982. I think Fame was the series, which was from 1980. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the lyrics here, because what I was picking up as the song was going along was that I thought that it was essentially her singing about her fame, which I At first I thought, well, that's a bit arrogant, you know. And I get that if you want to be famous, then there's a certain amount of tunnel vision that goes with it. I personally, I know somebody who's gained fame, a friend of mine, and I know that there's a certain, you have to kind of really focus on what you want to do and kind of go for it. So, baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time, I'll make you forget the rest. So, I mean, it's fame is kind of framed as being quite positive, energetic, obviously, with the lyrics and the song. I think that there is a certain egotistical element to the idea of fame that it has everything does revolve around you. Again, thinking about this friend of mine, I think that's probably kind of true, and it is forgivable if that's what you want and that's what you want to do. I think it's very forgivable within within the arena of a showbiz life. I got more in me and you can set it free. I can catch the moon in my hand. Don't you know who I am? Remember my name, fame. I'm going to live forever. I'm going to learn how to fly high. Baby, I'll be tough. Too much is not enough. Too much is not enough. No, I can ride your heart till it breaks. I got what it takes. I can ride your heart till it breaks. I got what it takes. So yeah, I mean, fame is the persona in all this. It's not about the person singing it. It's about the element, and fame is this thing that will push you hard, and eventually I think if it can break a person, and I think fame can become infamy. So you go from fame to infamy. Sometimes in a heartbeat, it can happen overnight. And it doesn't mean that fall from grace is forever. If you've got talent, you're always going to come back. Things are, unless whatever the cause of your fall from grace is so disastrous that it essentially it does literally affect your career from then on in. I thought it was Irene Cara who was singing about her fame, about the kids from fame singing about their fame, but really it's fame singing about how it's going to manipulate you and treat you and build you up and then knock you down. So actually a really interesting song. But yeah, lovely combination of videos, and I'm not sure who but I'll give a shout out in the link at the end to the person that put these videos together, because they did a wonderful job, and it's a lovely song, lovely energetic song to finish the day on, and a sunshine in a video and a sunshine outside. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you again for subscribing. And forgive me for going off on these crazy, weird 1980s tangents down these little rabbit holes full of lycra and leg warmers and big hair and hairspray and stuff. And yeah, so please forgive me for that. I'm not going to stop, but obviously I will move into different years as I go on, and I really look forward to zipping between the 1990s perhaps and the 1970s as well, which have both kind of featured highly in my life for different reasons. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Please join me in the comments below. Let me know what you think of it. Just don't be too hard on some of these songs. And I will speak to you all later, and have a great weekend.